Hello everyone, welcome back. Ellington here, and we are back with Total War Rome 2. And we have got ourselves a 2 versus 2 today. This wonderful battle was sent in, then the man himself, Medusa. Medusa here playing Bactria. Now Medusa was telling me that not only did he just hop into a random lobby here, with just people he didn't know, but he ran into somebody else in this random lobby. Let's take a look at who it is. Carthage over here being commanded by none other than the dairy farmer. Dairy farmer and Medusa teaming up to defend the settlement of Alexandria. For the attackers, we've got Epirus being commanded by, I don't really know how to pronounce the whole thing, but it's Tartanage, and then something after that that I could not figure out how to say. And we also have Nervii being commanded by Mad Cow Disease. So a 2v2 matchup here on the settlement of Alexandria, and an attack on a side that we don't very often see. That is this on the map, it's the extreme right-hand side. Typically, the usual place you see the attack on Alexandria is over here. Sometimes you see an attack on this spot. Very rarely do you see an attack into these two areas. First of all, we've got a target here from the Cretan archers of Carthage, duking it out with the Cretan archers of Epirus. But the problem is Epirus only brought 2 of his to the fight. And does he... Yep, he's got 3, but he only brought 2 up. So Carthage was going to get the better of that fight. Epirus got the hell out of Dodge. You can see Epirus coming in like a bat out of hell here. Got the Illyrian levies leading off. They are going to be met directly by the Gallic warriors of Carthage. Something I notice on the attackers is they do not have any artillery, which honestly I find to be a bit of a boo-boo. Artillery allows you a long-reaching weapon to basically punish the defenders' backlines. So it prevents the defenders from being able to just stack up tons of units ready to support the line, makes the defenders have to spread their stuff out, leave stuff back here, but basically just to keep it from getting pummeled by artillery. Well, the attackers didn't bring any, so like all of this, which could have been, shot by artillery, they can just stack up however they want to take it on. They took 1 breach here, and then they broke down 1, 2, 3 breaches here, making a very large one, which is just basically going to make it a little bit harder for Carthage. He's going to have to fill that breach with more units than usual. Pulling his Gallic warriors out of the breach, allowing the Italian swordsmen a little more breathing room. Sorry, I was taking a drink there. It could be that he was drawing forward the Italian swordsmen to be in range of the Iberian swords, possibly. Cretan archers have moved back up, and they are now shooting into the Gallic warriors here of Carthage, who are taking on the levy freemen of Nervii. But we also have the mercenaries Cretans here from Carthage shooting back, but it's only 1. It's a 1-on-1, except that this is shooting here. These guys are shooting here. It seems to me that it's going to be a full frontal attack onto this area. You could see Nervii pushing. He's got a lot of Oathsworn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units of Oathsworn. It's pretty normal for Nervii, to be honest with you. I'd be, I'm actually a little impressed that this is a random lobby. And the Nervii player actually seems to have built a pretty good army. The non-in-house players have a habit of being misled by units. So Nervii, a lot of times with non-in-house players, you would see like a ton of fierce swords or, stuff like that, or maybe a bunch of spears. Same thing goes with Epirus. You know, a lot of non-in-house players you would typically see, you know, like either just a gazillion Royal Peltists, you know, but Epirus is a pretty solid army. You got a Samnite Warriors back here, some Royal Peltists, brought some archers. He did bring a Thessalian cavalry. What is his general? It's a Royal Peltist. I'm also impressed here with Epirus having his general really close up to the front, ready to support, ready to use abilities. And then not only that on both of them, Epirus a little bit less, but Nervii here keeping his army well close to the attack, which means that he is fully ready to send units to support it. Not leaving his army all the way back here, which is what a lot of people tend to do. Big no-no. Don't do that. Got some Thorax swords from Bactria coming in. This is where I think this is going to hurt the attackers. They're filtering all of their units into this one place in one direction, which means that the defenders can put all of their forces into focus on that area. So Bactria doesn't have to worry about anything other than this spot right here and then supporting this area down here. The other thing he's probably going to do, his Syrian archers are going to be able to help support, you know, against the archer attack. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe after a small pound of time we see some Oathsworn attempt to push this breach, or even more so, break down some more breaches. I think once they start losing enough here, they'll probably start doing them. Etruscan hoplites, interesting. I'm not a big hoplite guy. Just gonna be straight up with you about that. Most people who've watched for a little while know that. Oh yeah, look at this. Send you screaming to the afterlife. Attack! Attack! Who's with me? Flee! Flee for your lives!
Understood! Ride quickly now!
As of right now, I don't think this attack is going to work. I just think that there's too much overwhelming force here. I think it's a bad position to attack. Maybe if this is a 3v3 and you've got more of pressure here or something, but I just think that 2v2 here, I just don't think it's enough, because let's say they even do break through this. They then have to either go here, or they have to go here, or they can go here. Which, let's be honest, all three of those are not ideal situations. I don't think this is a very good place to prioritize an attack. That's my thing. And without artillery, they can't punish anything back here. It just isn't a great place. And I don't think it's going to go very well. The attackers on this, or the defenders, excuse me, on this side are having to give a little bit of space here. But to be perfectly honest with you, I think they're choosing to do that because then they can get things like back shots on these troops. While if they were to just hold straight on the breach, they only have basically frontal shots. So I think that like I said, I think the defenders purposely gave up that spot to gain an advantage, not because they were losing. Sorry, some great shots here. Especially the sun up there in the background. I fucking love it. looks like, I was gonna say Royal Peltis, but I don't think that is. Yeah, Sam Knight Warrior. First I thought for a second it was a Royal Peltis because of the javelins and the shields, but no, it didn't look right because it's Sam Knight Warrior. Just so much coming into this. Look at this. Come on, guys. Come on. How epic. Sam Knight's going to charge in now. Sorry, I had to adjust my headset there. What do we got in defense here? We got Thorax Swords, Eastern Spearmen. Still a lot of the low tier units of the defenders. Still have Sam Knight Warriors in the back. Gallic Warriors. We still have tons of Thorax from Bactria. His archers. They've seen a little bit of combat. 37 kills, and they're just a hair over half strength. Yeah, so he's definitely taken some damage. Probably got in a fight with the Cretans or something. Celtic Warriors, 192 kills. That's pretty good, guys. That's pretty good. Look at this angle for the Cretan Archer and the Syrians. And I think they're just now starting to fire, so we are getting some response fire from the Epirus Cretan Archers, though. 67 kills. 219 kills, so I wonder if this is the Archer that maybe was doing some damage to Bactria. Bactria held a couple units back over here just on the off chance that, you know, something goofy or weird happened. And more Sam Knight Warriors moving in. Bounce power is in the defender's advantage, but it's not crazy in the defender's advantage. Bactria did just finish this off, which does leave, you know, a little bit of breathing room here. Is Bactria going out? Maybe he's just going to kind of chase off archers? Bactria and Royal Cav, the general coming out. He's going to sneak out the breach. He very easily could have snuck out of this one, though. The Gallics all right here. Oathsworn trying to shift over. I would move your Gallics this way then. Cretans here. Now he's going back in. I think that's a good call. I don't know that he was going to get the best that he needed out of that. Had he come out of this breach, he might have gotten some there, but coming out of this breach, I think it was seen a little too quickly, and at the angle, the Oathsworn were able to kind of intercept, but if he had come out of this breach, he might have been able to get that. Good call, Epirus now shifting forward as Thessalian Cav as a little bit of a screen. Still have a Sam Knight Warrior back here, you should move. They ended up taking a tower back here, but it actually burned down. Cretans 211, 168. Libyan Peltis are just coming in now. Now these Cretans are basically fresh. They have just really recently kind of been shooting. Cretans gonna, the Bactria and Royal Cav coming back out again? Maybe he was just trying to engage the Thessalian Cav, because we do have archers focusing it now. Or they're focusing the Oathsworn. Either way, you know, targets. Looks like the Thessalian is the target. Oathsworn gonna go in the breach now. First up, we got Mercenary Gallic Warriors. Then we've got Bactrian Hillmen. Still nothing pushing this direction. And Nervii basically refusing to commit his troops at this point. Sorry, I was taking a drink there. It's thirsty work doing all this talking, I tell you what. I tell you what. And then over here, same thing, just not much of a commitment. But honestly, every time they've committed, they're getting blasted to pieces. Really, the only answer to that is overwhelming force, or you have to force your own angles, right? And I think that's where the mistake is made, where they never put any pressure here. It's too late to do it now. You don't have the manpower to split anymore. But I do think that that's really a big issue here that, yeah, they put themselves in a situation of a straight up fight, which gives the defenders almost every advantage. There's a reason that the defenders are given less money and less troops. Well, less money equals less troops usually, but the reason for that is because if toe-to-toe, same money and everything, the defenders are going to win almost every time, because on an even footing with all the defensive advantages, the attackers have almost no chance of winning. So when you give them a heads-up, one-on-one, straight-on fight like this, it just evens the playing field for the defenders really, really well, and it can make things extremely difficult. That's why usually you want to be looking for angles that you can get where you can hit the defenders, at different angles. Do what the defenders are doing to you, The defenders are doing exactly what you need to be doing, which is forcing you into a bad position, which is right here. And now we've got artillery from Carthage shooting all the way over, and he's got some hits. He's got a couple hits. It's a long shot, but it's got 28 kills so far. But hey, those are 28 free kills. Now Oathsworn coming in, finally. We also have some Samnites coming in at the top. Look at this. They're coming right here. Boom, boom, boom. That hurts a lot. Now, the Oathsworn are going to be able to beat the Thorax, especially it's a weakened Thorax. Now, if the defenders... Yeah, right there. I was going to say, if the defenders shoot him, it's a different story. Oathsworn, with the... if getting hit by the archers and stuff, it's good. It could sway the advantage. .148 at 160, Thorax at 119. Oathsworn are getting good kills, 73 kills, but he just ran out of headhunt, so they need a second wind. Unless he already used it. 48 kills, 93 kills, 99 on a Celtic. Pretty solid. Pretty good, pretty good. Here's some cavalry roaming around. Bactrian Royal Cav Gen. Thorax coming out of the breach. Got a lot of archer fire coming in from the Gallic Hunters of Nervii. Shooting at the Thorax, I think. Yeah, getting, wow. Woo. Sword side shot on them. And they're hitting the wall. 93, 100%. That actually killed a big chunk there. Between the Thorax swords and the Bactrian Hillmen. Look at all that. Wonder if they're going to go for another one. Another one! That Thorax just got nuked. 91, 72, 98, 98. Or wait, yeah. 49, excuse me. The Salian Cav's got 99 kills. Still got a couple units from Carthage, Noble Fighter and General's Bodyguard back in the back. Bounce power has shifted. Looks to me a hair bit in the attacker's favor now. Not by much, but just by a bit. So the question is are these Oathsworn going to be enough to finish this? Because that's basically what you're down to. You've got Oathsworn Gen, you got a Royal Peltis Gen, Got some small leftover units. You got some archers. Oh, but this is going to... That could be really bad right there. Bactrian Rural Cav coming out. At the moment, Gallic Hunter's in no position to run. But will the defenders or the attackers see in time? Yep, so no, they didn't. Oh, at first I saw the shift and I thought that was them running away, but no, it was them targeting. Oh no. Bactrian Rural Cav about to rack up a ton of kills. Oh, keep them running. Keep them going. They're archers, so you want to keep moving through this.
By your command, charge!
Now they're retargeting their onto the Bactrian Rural Cav.
For glory!
Javi toss, the salient cav. He might lose his general here, but he's taken down a lot of this archer power, which is going to be really good for him. Yeah, he's going to lose his gen. There's no way he's getting out of this now.
Charge!
He's trying, but I don't think he
Yes,
can.
Commander.
300 kills.
By your command.
Oh man, he might do it. The salient cav failing to pursue.
Yes, Commander. By your command.
Wow. I didn't think he had any chance of getting out of that. Unfortunately, he doesn't finish one of the Gallics, but that's all right.
Forward.
Get the general out. That's the most important thing. 350 kills. The salient cav 107. So maybe about one archer stands. It's 2 units, but one's 80 men, one's 30 men. So Oathsworn General now in combat. Noble Fighters taking them on. Noble Fighters 73 kills already. 23 on the Oathsworn. Noble Fighters are really good. And now the General's bodyguard going out. Archers. Archers! Artillery! He's curving around. He might just come back in and hit the back of the Oathsworn here. Noble Fighters 118 out of 160, but a lot of that damage was from the archers, not from the Oathsworn. Oathsworn 126 out of 160. Noble Fighters doing the Lord's work. Ooh, careful there. Looks like he did go back in and maybe get a couple more kills.
Find your targets. Engage!
The Salient Cav, they're doing something, man, but you can see the Balance Power has now officially shifted fully in the favor of the attack or the defenders. I don't know why I keep getting that mixed up today. But yeah, so you can see that is kind of like officially shifting over. Still a couple units left here, but it's just not enough. At first I thought there might be a chance that those Oathsworn could carry through. And with the archers being left, maybe they could have, because those archers had a lot of ammo. Ammo holds a lot of sway when it comes to the balance of power, so if you have a lot of ammunition, it can skew the balance of power to think you or have a higher chance than you actually do. And that can kind of mess things up a little bit.
Fire at anyone! Break advance at speed!
General's bodyguard coming back out. Maybe. Might not be a great idea. Royal Pelt is standing right there. Yeah, he's probably going to lose that general, but it's too late anyways.
Withdraw! Or engage!
It's kind of, you know what I mean? It's pretty much GG at this point. Thorax swords, Bactrian hillmen. They still have archers on some of these damn things. Cheese and crackers, I feel like they've been shooting all day. I think Bactria forgot that his artillery is shooting at this spot.
Spill their blood!
I wouldn't be surprised if we see army losses start kicking in. Royal Peltis General now in. Got a Thorax coming to engage it. He probably needs to turn and charge that. Noble Fighter breaking. 141 kills and 2 chevrons. Those sworn 179 kills. Not all of that was on the Noble Fighter, though. Noble Fighter did pretty solid. 142 kills with 2 chevrons is damn good. Oathsworn 250 with 2 chevrons. Nicely done.
Pick your targets, men! Break the lines!
204. Royal Peltis 74 now. What is a 400? Oh, that's the Bactrian Royal Cav now. Came in and got some more kills. He's at 418, 419.
Warriors at the double!
Got some archers still back here.
Right, advance
He's
at
still
speed.
shooting. He's got a ground target on the ground over there, and he probably went to start microing somewhere else and just forgot.
Come engage!
I do it all the time.
Yes, Commander!
295 now on the Oathsworn. So the Oathsworn General has shifted forward, 129 kill or 233 kills. Cretan archers trying to keep him engaged. It's a little saucy, guys.
Charge! Hack for glory!
Probably need to get the general involved here somewhere. You can see the Bactrian Royal Cav doing some work outside. They really need to start hitting the backs of the Oathsworn and the Royal Peltis. This Oathsworn as well, 62 out of 160. Got a Libyan hoplite taking it on. But if you get some charges in on the Oathsworn General, maybe you get something. There we go. He's at 19, so he's pretty close to going down. Archers will finish the day. Royal Peltis breaks the Thorax Sword. Royal Peltis 91 out of 160. I hate to say, they really don't have a whole lot to stop it. They're basically just going to have to overwhelm it with the random hodgepodge, archer forces that they have left. It's a rough day, ladies and gentlemen, a rough day.
Yes, advance! As you command! For glory! Come charge! Under for glory!
186 on the Royal Peltis. Bactrian Royal Cav, 137 kills. Really good work with the Cav Gen. It's actually a pretty close battle. Pretty solidly close battle. That was definitely down. All the defenders had left were archers. And they're very, 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 very hurt Cav generals. That was it. Look at that. Really well done. All right. All right, so leading off for the defenders, we've got Medusa with 1,826 kills as Bactria. His infantry, honestly, I think in the end was just a little outmatched, especially he fought a lot of those Oathsworn. Dairy Farmer as Carthage, 2,272 kills. Noble Fighters, 2 chevrons, 146. That's really good. 155, 2 chevrons on the Sam Knights. Archers did excellent. Infantry, once again, just kind of struggled against that slightly better infantry of especially Nervii. For the attackers, we have Tartanage. I just don't know how to say the rest of that. But Epirus, 2,107 kills. General, 2 chevrons. Once again, pretty good. Archers did really good. His Sam Knights, 201, 135, 167 on the Royal Peltis. This one, what happened to it? If anybody in the game is watching this, what the hell happened to this Oathsworn with 0 kills? That's what I want to know. Mad Cow Disease as Nervii, 2,367. That is leading the entire game. Not very often that you see the leading killer, leading in kills, leader in kills is one of the losers of the game. You know what I mean? I about said a loser. Wow, a loser. No, but you don't see people on the losing side very often have the top kills. But I mean, it's Oathsworn Swarm, guys. Like 303, 390, 205. Just really good across the board. Archers probably would have done a lot better had they not died horribly to the 550 kills of Bactria. Either way, a really good game. Actually, pretty well down to the wire on that one. All they had left were like archery type units. And, if those Oathsworn maybe were a little bit healthier when they went in, or maybe a bit more archer ammo, they might have been able to pull that off. But that is going to be it for today's battle. Thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget that if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time.